And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and you can't do it all on one throw.
And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
On the jump. Lions.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Hurts will throw. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
On 1st and 10, Prescott going deep downfield for Ross. It got his man complete. Touchdown. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get... Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark, and the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Here's Pollard again. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards. Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's where they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. Prescott from the gun. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far. And they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 White. Cut back team.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Marr now to add the extra point. And it's up and good to make this now a 14-8 ball game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Osa Odighizuwa with the effort there to earn the sack. To try again after the sack. Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away from taking the lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
As a general manager, you're counting on your first and second round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. A first down throw for Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Darius Slay with a pick. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On first down, Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. On 2nd and a couple, Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins from 19 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From way up at the 23. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where...
And now here is another interception. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
That's good for an Eagle. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Ready?
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. This is Smith with a grab. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to
open. Man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure